You can't protect him. Hey everyone, Templar74 here with another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today's Yu-Gi-Oh video is going to be my thoughts and impressions regarding the latest episode of Yu-Gi-Oh VRAINS, episode 111, Wanting to Fight Each Other. And I gotta be honest with you guys, this episode was heavy. It was dark, but at the same time, I also loved how this episode paid homage to Blue Maiden and showed us just where she came from when she first started as a duelist. It shows that she hasn't lost her touch, and we also got the expected result that everybody was anticipating, but how we got there was really dark, really heavy, and it was very emotional at the end, in my opinion. But we'll talk about all of this soon enough, so at risk of further rambling, let's move on to the actual episode. So the episode begins with a recap of last week's episode, ending with the summoning of Acute Cerberus, and now we see Zyzen's attack begin this episode when we watch Zyzen destroy Fire Phoenix and knock Ai down to 400 life points and raises Acute Cerberus's attack to 4600 as he ends his turn. This, of course, is putting Ai in a big pinch, and Blue Maiden pleads to Ai to not go through with this. You know, she feels bad for failing to protect Aqua, so does he. Let's not fight. However, this plea falls on deaf ears. Ai wants no part of it as Ai makes his turn and begins his comeback with a ritual summon. And he ritual summons the Water God Dragon, Water Leviathan at Ignister. A little bit of a nod to Season 4 of Duel Monsters there with the Great Water God Leviathan. You know, maybe I'm just speculating about that, but it was a nice little nod there nonetheless. Whether it was or not is up for debate. But anyway, so Water Leviathan is out on the field. With Water Leviathan out on the field, Acute Cerberus has to go, as it uses its effect to send Acute Cerberus back to Zyzen's extra deck, and it also uses its other effect to knock Tendangle Hound down to just 500 attack points. And then, of course, Ai moves in for the attack. If this attack goes through, he wins the duel. However, Zyzen survives the turn, survives the attack, thanks to Blue Maiden's card, Marionette's Bubble Circle, allowing them to regain 300 life points, leaving them with just 150 life points to spare. And this, of course, is thanks to Bubble Circle's effect, which allows them to regain 100 life points for every Marionette's Link monster that's in the graveyard. There's 3, so 300 life points. Anyway, Zyzen survives the turn along with Blue Maiden with 150 life points. They're hanging on by the skin of their teeth as Blue Maiden makes her big comeback move, and she vows to protect her brother with this move and defeat Ai. Blue Maiden performs another Link summon, continuous Link summon, and brings out a new Link 4, and that is Link 4, Great Bubble Reef. It's a new Marionette's Link 4 monster, and Blue Maiden uses effect damage, to knock and shave away Ai's life points. And this is what I was talking about at the very beginning of the episode, where we see Blue Maiden tap back into what she knows best, what she was best known for as Blue Angel, and then again as Blue Girl, effect damage. There's nobody better in the world of VRAINS to do effect damage than Blue Maiden, and it was nice to see that that touch hasn't worn off. She's able to shave away Ai's life points while at the same time raising Great Bubble Reef's attack power. And so, of course, we also know that from earlier on in the episode that Judgment Arrows won't help Water Leviathan because it's not a Link monster. So ultimately, if she keeps this up, not only is she shaving down Ai's life points, she keeps it up long enough, it's going to have enough attack power to break through, and that's ultimately what happens. Robapi even goes so far, because everybody thinks that Ai's going to lose. Even Robapi's like, I will avenge you, and Ai's like, I haven't lost yet. And, you know, Ai's really realizing he's in trouble. He's flustered that everybody is thinking he's going to lose. He vows not to lose as Ai activates his final face down card, and it's called Hai. Literally Hai, H-A-I. And what this does is, since Blue Maiden attacked him on the same turn that he was targeted with effect damage, Blue Maiden takes damage equal to double the difference of the attack points between her Great Bubble Reef and Water Leviathan at Ignister. This total is just a mere 200 life points, but it is enough to overcome Zyzen and Blue Maiden. They lose the duel, and yeah, we see Ai do as he promised to do. We watch him take Zyzen's code key away, but he does something very unexpected. He spares Blue Maiden. He takes Zyzen and the code key, but spares Blue Maiden. And Blue Maiden is she's very confused by this because she just had a very touching moment with her brother, and they were just saying how they're never going to be apart again. Well, now he's the only one that's gone. She demands to know why I did not erase her. And I basically is just standing there, and Robopi just is like, he's showing compassion, and I turns to Robopi and says, no, I'm not showing compassion. That's not it. And I reveals his reasoning for sparing Blue Maiden. He says to Blue Maiden, I did not erase you because I want you to feel the pain that I feel for failing to protect those that I love. And that, or well, I'm paraphrasing. It was more along the lines of people I care for, things that I care for. Anyway, paraphrasing aside, I is basically sparing Blue Maiden so that she has to feel the same pain and misery that he's feeling for failing to protect the other Ignises. And he's basically taking his leave here, but as he's taking his leave, Playmaker stops him, and he turns to him and basically wants to know what Playmaker wants. Playmaker really doesn't come up with anything. He has nothing to say. He turns to leave. Then Soulburner speaks up and says, you've gone too far, but again has nothing much to say. And then Revolver chimes in. And Revolver says to the effect to I, that I will delete you myself and I will do it with no regrets. And I, of course, just shrugs this off as he takes off, as Blue Maiden is there on the ground mourning the loss of her brother and, of course, her ultimate failure. And that's where the episode leaves off. So like I said, this episode was heavy. It was dark, but it was a nice nod to Blue Maiden and how far she's come, even though the outcome was predictable. Blue Maiden really needs a win, guys. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah. That said, that's where the episode left off. Really a good episode in my opinion, even with the dark ending. Overall, I give this episode a 9 out of 10. It was a really well done episode in my opinion. And I is just becoming one of my favorite villains in Vrains. He's not quite on par with Revolver or Lightning, but he's definitely surpassed Bowman. I is really doing a great job as a villain here, and I'm really excited to see where it goes now that he is in control of Soul Tech next episode, but I guess we'll just have to wait till then. But as always, everybody, in the comments section down below, let me know what you guys thought about this week's episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was just there? What were your thoughts? What do you think Ai's true objective is going to be now that he is in control of Soul Tech? Just let me know what your guys' thoughts are about all this in the comments section down below, because as always, I enjoy hearing from you. All right, everyone, as always, Templar74 signing off. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.